Hello, Crossroads Church. It's Pastor Matt here, and I want to take a moment to share with you how we're moving forward and a little bit of why we're doing what we're doing. By now, you've probably received the email and the notifications letting you know that we're joining with churches all around the nation and closing our buildings for the next couple of weeks. That you probably, as I, have watched in amazement of how rapid this virus has moved across our world and even our nation. I mean, it was just 2 days ago that I was on my way to Nashville to enjoy the SEC basketball tournament only for it to be canceled. It's an understatement probably to say that we are living in a new normal, at least for now. Today, I was on a conference call with other clergy around the state and with our governor where he suggested that we limit our gatherings in order to serve public health. After consulting with church council, other pastors in the area, and praying for this over the last several days, I've decided that it would be prudent for us to close our buildings completely and to offer our services online. This week, you can join us online this Sunday at 9:30 and 11 o'clock, and we're going to do our very best to provide you with an experience where you can meet with Jesus. It'll involve singing and praying together. It'll give you a chance to give and also to hear from God's word. The reality is that as we read the New Testament scriptures, that we see that we are called to be citizens of heaven, first and foremost. That's what we belong to. But we're also called and encouraged, even commanded, to be really great citizens here on earth, to be good neighbors. At Crossroads Church, we try to live this out as we serve our communities, as we love the communities that God has placed us in. We wear proudly t-shirts that say for Thornton, for Northglenn, for Fort Lupton around these towns because we're serious about our communities, that we are for the communities that we're in. That one of the greatest ways that we can show the communities that we are for them is by not exasperating the situation that's happening right now. That our state officials are seriously concerned about the risks involved with this virus and truly the overwhelming of our medical facilities and our medical abilities. By having hundreds of people in our buildings every week, that we are putting at risk those who are most vulnerable, those who are 70 and 80 years old, those whom we love and those whom we worship with. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that the communities in which we are in, that we are serving both spiritually, mentally, and physically. That you've heard me say many times, even last week, that the church is more than a building, that the church is a group of people who've said yes to following Jesus. And it excites me that over the next couple of weeks that we will have 3,000 people who call Crossroads home, living out what it means to be Jesus, to walk with Jesus in times of crisis and uncertainty to a world that's watching. As we go through this period together, while it would be wise of us to put a little space between us physically, we don't want to succumb to social isolation. That over the next few weeks, we're encouraging you to find ways to meaningfully connect with other people. That one of the greatest contributions that you can make to our community right now is to think of someone that you know who's in that age category that's risky, 70, 80 years old, to give them a call and to find out something that you could do for them. Whether that's to stop by Walgreens to pick something up or even to the grocery store, to find out ways that you can help them avoid the spaces where they are most vulnerable to catch this virus. We're also encouraging you not to give up meeting in small groups. That small groups is the life of this church, that our church is alive and well. And so if you're in a life group and you're feeling well, we'd encourage you to meet in a life group this week and even next week. One last thing, and this is really important. At Crossroads Church, our mission is to serve people toward and connect people to Jesus. That mission continues. And I would ask that you would continue to be generous. That over the coming weeks, we'll have several opportunities to show this community that we love them and that we will serve them. If you haven't yet already made your giving available through crossroadsabc.com, I would encourage you to start today. We've included a link down below. As we continue to be generous, God will open doors and opportunities for us to be generous with our community, and we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to living out the mission that God has given to us. As we end this, we want you to know that we are diligently paying attention to the circumstances around us, and we are committed to providing you clear and constant communication through all of this as the way that we're going to handle this as a church. Hopefully, we'll be together soon. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay connected to Jesus.